What's going on, boys? Welcome everybody back to another play review. So today we're going to be looking at the new 87 rated rule breakers David Silva. Now let me know what other rule breakers cards you guys want to look at or want to see me review. I personally want to look at Arnautovic, like some of the cheaper players, and I also might look at like a bigger player like Trent or something like that. But coming in at 5'8" with high medium work rates, he's a left footer with 4-star skill moves. He's only got the 2-star weak foot, so that left foot would be really predictable because everyone knows he cannot shoot on his right. As for attributes, he's got 87 pace, and the Kim style we've gone with today is the Hunter, which puts him up to roughly like 95 pace in game. He goes to 99 acceleration and 93 sprint speed, but the main reason I went for a Hunter is to get him that shooting boost. He goes to 98 attacking positioning, but plus 10 finishing, because 79 finishing is not great, but plus 10 is huge. He goes to 89 finishing, 84 shot power, he goes to 99 volleys and 91 penalties. His passing looks absolutely phenomenal. 92 short passing, 92 vision, 85 long passing. We do not have to touch that with a Kim style whatsoever. Dribbling wise, he's got 81 agility, 86 balance with 86 full control and 87 composure, so quite standard in that aspect. Now physical does let him down a little bit. He's only got 74 stamina, he's got 48 strength, he's got 59 aggression. That physical is really rough. Even the stamina is relatively rough. But you go over the traits, he's got the finesse shot, he's got the flair, and he does have the outside of the foot shot. Now, my main issue with him, we're going to be playing him cam in-game in a 4-3-1-2. We're going to have Dembele and Benzema as our two strikers, and we're probably going to sub off Porto for a more defensive style centre mid like Tonali or something along those lines. But my main issue that I'm actually going to see like how much of a problem it is the fact he's got high medium work rates. Playing as a cam, you need stamina, and he's only got 74 stamina, so let's see how he holds up in that aspect. As well, boys, an update on the current play review leaderboards. In first is David Ginola with a 9.4 and tied second. Obviously second and third is both the same rating as Inform Rafinha and a newly added upgraded ones to watch David Alaba or the Inform David Alaba. Now to get a high rating, the rating out of 10 is determined on how they perform for me and also their value. David Silva, is he worth 44,000 coins? Let's get into it. Let's go. So we are going to be doing a live com, so we're going to play the game with my webcam, with my reaction. For the past like 10 or so, fuck me, that's a good team. Holy shit. I mean, with the past videos, with the post com, you wouldn't see my reaction to seeing my opponent's team straight away. This is foot champs as well, so great. On David Silva. Now, he's got obviously 80 pace. He goes to, so is 80 pace? It's like 80, yeah, it's like 80 pace, isn't it? 92 sprint speed with something acceleration. He feels solid in game. Like, being 5'8", it's going to help him on the ball. He genuinely feels quite good, but I feel like 81 agility, if he had more agility, he would be absolutely cracked. I feel like 81 agility is nothing crazy. On Silva. I'm seeing that to Benzema. Oh, very unlucky. Benzema was making that run. If only we could have gotten that pass through, that would have been absolutely perfect. Once again, the gameplay is quite rough today. So the passing, although he's got like absolutely cracked passing, it doesn't feel that good right now just because of gameplay. Like the passing in general feels so slow and jolty. David Silva. Go for, progress the pitch a little bit with it. That's nice. Now he's making that run. I see that. Let's try to get that to Benzema's head. Benzema, can he win it in the air? Hey, it's a good cross. Very solid cross. That's the passing that we want to see. Go on, David Silva. He's not as fast as you'd expect, man. Like, he doesn't feel as good on the ball as I was hoping for. I feel like being 5'8", and he's got a dribbling stat of like, what, 80, 85, 86, something like that. You'd expect him to feel better on the ball. But I feel like 81 agility does let him down. Like, if he had like 90-something agility, I think this would be one of the most agile cams in the game. So it's a little bit unfortunate in that aspect, really. So far, he's not really getting involved. He's progressing the pitch a little bit. His passing, it's hard to really, use his really good passing at the minute because of the gameplay being so slow. But I'm a little bit disappointed with his dribbling. Like, if you go back to his rule breakers last year, or his record breakers, I think it was, I feel like that was just much better. Go on, Silva. Now that is a good ball. There is no shot winning this game. 6-2 down, and I have to say it. Go on, Silva, can we at least get a goal? Hey, you know what? David Silva at least gets a goal. I mean, honestly, boys, a 6-3 loss in the first game. It was expected. I think this is actually the first time this FIFA I've lost my first game of chance. It's just a luck of a draw, right? We matched a dude with a much better team. But nah, nonetheless, boys, David Silva, despite getting a goal at the end, it was a nice cheeky finesse shot. It was a little bit of a game to forget. He got pushed off the ball a lot. His 2-star weak foot was relatively predictable. Let's hop into game 2. And let's hope he can, you know, pick it up a bit, or in other terms, I can pick it up a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit unfair to judge his performance when I'm playing like shit. Let's go. Let's hope this game's a little bit easier, and we're not going to be facing another 2 million coin team. Are we getting a free win? If we're getting a free win, that is very, very nice. And a special shout out to this dude if we are getting a free win. But I don't want to get like too happy because he might, you know, do one of those things. He might be a troll. He might pretend to score an own goal. And he's actually not going to score an own goal. Let's give us back to David Silva and let's have a look. Is he going to... He's actually playing. Oh. He's not... This is his team. Oh. No, what? Cheers, I guess. This is foot champs. Okay. Okay, at first I thought he was giving me a free win, but it turns out he was actually playing along, unless he was trying to give me a free win, and let's get into game 3. We tried to play 3 games with him. We tried to play 2 full games. I mean, first game we lost, second game we won, and the third game we got a gifted win. So I guess we can't complain, right? But overall, boys, David Silva, he was a solid card. He wasn't necessarily underwhelming, but I just expected a little bit more going off of his record breaker last year. As you can see on the screen, the pros, first of all, it's going to be his high, medium work rates. It's going to be his 4-star skills. It's going to be his pace. It's going to be his passing. It is going to be, as well, it is going to be his traits. He's got the finesse shot, he's got the flair, and as well, he does have the outside of the foot shot trait. So in that sense, he's going to be absolutely class. He's going to be a flary type of player. Finesse shots, beautiful, especially in this game. You can score some absolute peaches of finesse shots. But overall, boys, there was a few things that let this card down. Starting off with the cons, it's going to be his 2-star weak foot. He's very not respectable, very predictable. You just cannot shoot it on his right. It is also going to be his 74 stamina and 48 strength. He gets pushed off the ball, and when I say pushed off the ball, bullied off of the ball. It's like boys versus men, and I mean, David Silva is the boy when it comes to, you know, one-on-one trying to get past a defender. So he's a type of card you have to use as a pacey cam with insane passing, and he's got some nice traits with that finesse shot, and obviously with the hunter is a recommended chem style. It does give him that +10 finishing boost as well. One thing that's a little bit underwhelming and doesn't necessarily make sense, he's got the finesse shot trait, but he's only got 79 finishing, so you definitely need that +10 finishing. Overall, man, I think I just expected too much with him, going off of his record breaker last year. I think his record breaker last year had like 91 balance and 86 agility. This year, obviously, it's 86 balance, 81 agility, and I know it's earlier on into the game. I was just expecting more because I really loved his record breaker last year. So it's a little bit unfortunate, but at the same time, he's not a bad card by any means. He's only 40,000 coins as well. He's one of the cheaper ones, and in my opinion, I think I'm not going to give him a tick nor a cross, right? I think there's probably personally better options. I would rank FEKIR a lot above him, a whole lot above him. If you've got FEKIR, start FEKIR. Bench David Silva if you've packed him untradeable. FEKIR is 10 times better. But if you did miss out on the FEKIR SBC, if you do compare him to other cams in the La Liga, there actually isn't too much cams in the La Liga, so I do get that. You've got David Silva, you've got FEKIR, and FEKIR obviously is expired. So the other options, obviously, you've got Alejandro Gomez, in my opinion, who is probably, in my opinion, I think Gomez is definitely the cheaper, better value option. Not saying he's necessarily better, but I'll just much rather buy an 85 Gomez for 5,000 coins than David Silva for 40,000 coins. As I said, I'm not saying Gomez is better, but I think he's better value, alright? The keyword is value there. If you did pack him first owner untradeable, maybe you could use him as a bench player, or, I mean, like I said, he might make your team, but if you do have FEKIR, I really do not see him making your team over FEKIR or anything like that. All in all, man, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like and sub if you are new. Until next time, peace out, boys.